Hey guys, it's Emma here from cruisingisn'tjustforoldpeople.com, and what I would like to talk to you about in this video is one of my favourite things about MSC Cruises. Not this hat, although I do love this hat. It is about MSC's Status Match program, which means you can get loads of free perks, free things when you're on board, and also you can get a 5% discount on all MSC Cruises. That's seriously cool. I successfully matched my Norwegian Cruise Line status to MSC, and during this video we're going to talk about how you can do it too and why you should do it. I mean, you should, but why you should do it. There are loads of loyalty statuses with other cruise lines that you can match. It's all of the mainstream cruise lines you can think of. So Costa, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, Celebrity, Princess, Silversea, Regent, Holland America, P&O Cruises, the list goes on and on. I have the full list of all cruise lines and all hotel brands too on my website, cruisingisn'tjustforoldpeople.com. I will link in the description to that. Make sure you check it out, and if you do have a loyalty status with anything on the list, make sure you match it. It is well worth doing. Even if you have the lowest loyalty status on another cruise line and you match to MSC, you will get 5% off all future MSC bookings. It really is that easy. It's not difficult. The only people that don't get the 5% off are people who don't know about this. If you've got loyalty statuses with multiple cruise lines, make sure you check out which one has the highest status, because MSC will only let you match once. So you don't want to waste your matching with a cruise line where maybe you have 10 points versus 100 points. Definitely check out which is the highest and use that for your status match. To do the status match, all that you need is proof that you have a loyalty status with that cruise line. I didn't have any paperwork to show that I had a loyalty status with Norwegian, but when I logged into my account, I could see my name and my latitudes number, and I sent them a screenshot, and that was perfectly good enough proof that I had a loyalty status with Norwegian. I have heard about people using their cruise cards, so maybe if you don't have an online login, you can take a picture of one of your cruise cards. I very much doubt that these other cruise lines are verifying these statuses. I can't really imagine them wanting to help out MSC, who are trying to steal their customers. You should definitely apply at least 14 days in advance. 14 days is what MSC says you should leave. I would maybe leave a month to be comfortable. I do know people who've had their status matched in 1 or 2 days, but you don't want to miss out. So if you have already booked a cruise and you'd like to match your status so that you can get freebies on board, definitely make sure you leave more time than you think you need. I'd say a month. Matching your status gets you loads of things, so it gets you perks on board. With my black status, I get loads of perks and they appear throughout the cruise, which is really nice. One thing about MSC is that cruises don't really have a start and end point, so everyone's kind of at a different point in their cruise. So one day you might show up and you get your free specialty dining, the next day you might get a free hour in the spa, you might get a chocolate ship and a present the next day. It's really nice to come back to your cabin and not know what kind of surprise is going to be there. It's really good. So there are perks that you'll enjoy on board, and every status will get you 5% off future MSC cruises, which is well worth having. Even if you just do this for that, it's worth having 5% off, surely. If you do get confused with any of this, I have the full instructions on cruisingisn'tjustforoldpeople.com. If I show you here what you have to do, this is the USA portion of the website. The UK one is very, very similar, but make sure you're using the right website when you go online. If you do it on the wrong website, it's just not going to work. So the first thing you're going to have to do is put in your details, your name, usual things. This is so that you can set up a Voyagers status, which is MSC's loyalty status. You're basically signing up for an MSC Voyagers Club membership, which is a membership to their loyalty scheme. That is what you're doing here. Just enter your personal details, enter your address details too, and then it will let you fill in the next section. It won't let you move on until you've filled in the section above. The bottom section is all about your loyalty status. If you can't find in this list your cruise line or your hotel, it's definitely worth emailing them. You have nothing to lose. It says that you should do that. If your cruise line is there, then that's perfect. Just select it and upload a scanned image of your loyalty status. Maybe that is your online portal profile. Maybe that is a picture of your cruise card. Anything you have, upload it and send off your application. It is easy peasy. You won't actually see your new card until you go to check in for a cruise. So when I check in for a cruise, I get given a black card and all of my friends get given blue cards, I think, and I feel very, very special. It says black member on the front and it's just nice, just feels a bit special. The normal way that you get points and perks on any kind of loyalty cruise scheme is that you get points for the number of nights that you spent on board. Sometimes it varies by cabin, so you might get a number of points for 7 nights in an inside cabin or a number of points for 7 nights in a balcony. What this does is it basically fast tracks you, so I went straight to the top and I enjoyed all of the black perks. MSC's loyalty status goes welcome, classic, silver, gold and black, I think. So basically what I did is I jumped over all of those steps and I headed straight to black. It's worth noting that they will match you to the closest loyalty status that they have, and you'll get the perks that are on that loyalty status. I know a few people get confused thinking I will get the perks that you get on the other cruise line. You don't. So for example, on Norwegian, I would get a free bag of laundry for being platinum. I don't get that on MSC because that's not part of MSC's scheme. I'm matched to MSC's scheme and then I get the freebies that are part of that scheme. I hope that makes sense. As I said earlier, I was matched to black, and some of my favourite perks are the free meal in a specialty restaurant. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm not normally one who pays extra for specialty dining. I like to not spend too much money when I cruise, but when it is a freebie, it is fantastic. I normally head to Butcher's Cut on MSC because it's amazing. They have this giant chocolate chip cookie for dessert. Oh, it's so good. Other perks, I enjoy priority boarding and priority disembarkation. I get a bottle of Prosecco and chocolate strawberries. I get an hour in the spa in the thermal area, and I also get, what else do I get? A free gift. So it was a bag the first time I cruised with MSC. Last time it was a pen, various other just MSC souvenirs. But it's always nice to come back and just find a present. Really good. I really enjoy those perks. There are other perks that I've just never enjoyed. There's a black members party, you get a free birthday cake, I think. You get a free dance lesson, there are loads. You also get a free chocolate ship, so just like this ship model here of the MSC Bellissima, but made of chocolate, about that same size. Really good. They sell them in the shop. I'm not sure how much they cost because I've always had the free one, but it's definitely worth getting that. It's really kind of hard to eat it because it's a huge slab of chocolate, but I normally end up putting it in a sandwich bag and hitting it around so it breaks into pieces. Definitely worth having. It's a little taste of MSC. It really does depend which status you match to as to what perks you get, but any perks are good, right? This takes maybe 5 minutes and you can save money, you can get freebies. Definitely it is worth doing, even if you're just maybe looking at MSC Cruises now. Do this ahead of time, so when you see MSC Cruise prices on the website, you can imagine it with 5% off and you can imagine yourself there with a free chocolate chip and a free specialty meal. Definitely worth doing, I can't stress that enough. Once you have matched your status, you'll be given a Voyagers Club number, and you use this when you book future MSC Cruises. So if you're going to book an MSC Cruise direct, you'd put in your name and you'd put in your Voyagers number, and you'd automatically get the extra 5% off, I believe. I normally always use the travel agents, they've always done it for me, but I've never had any problem with it. The discount is valid on all cruises, I believe, on all cabins in everywhere in the world, so it's well worth having. If you don't cruise within 3 years, your status will be gone and you'll be back down to the normal welcome level that everyone else starts on, which is always a bit of a shame. I believe you have to cruise every 3 years to keep up your status, so right now I have a black status, but if I didn't cruise within 3 years, that would also be gone. I think that's fair enough. I feel very privileged to get these perks anyway. It does make me feel very special, even though I know I'm not really. I've cruised with MSC 3 times now, once on the MSC Opera and twice on the MSC Meraviglia. I have loads of MSC Meraviglia content on this channel, so if you are considering an MSC cruise and maybe you just want to have a little look about what it will be like, check out my embarkation day vlog of the MSC Meraviglia, my ship tours. There is loads that I'd love to explain to you about MSC. Cruising with MSC is pretty different from cruising on a British or an American line. For example, people get on and off every day. Everything is done in about 8 different languages. It is loads of fun, but it's definitely essential that you do your research before booking an MSC cruise. Given that you're here, that means you like freebies. I'm actually running a competition at the moment to win one of these. Cruising isn't just for old people t-shirts. This is mine and I love it. It brings the conversation around to cruising when I'm out and about in my real life, which is really what we all want, isn't it? To enter the competition, all you have to do is leave a comment on any of my YouTube videos during the next month and you'll be automatically entered to win one of these t-shirts. So good luck, thank you for watching this video, please subscribe and I will see you next time.